T-Mobile Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He is so excited because this crowd has been one of their best assets all season. They make every game difficult. When a hard opponent comes in, the crowd rises to their best occasion. And he's been telling the students all week, we need you today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will have the first possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Hand off from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Maybe some room here. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Noles in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep...
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a cut. The tag. Touchdown, Florida State. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find something.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
So the Clemson Tigers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And we expect a lot of the game plan to be built around Gideon Davidson. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the ground, it's Davidson. Picks up the first down. Gets loose in the middle. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Rides to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass, it's Daniels. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. And the Knowles want to crank the tempo.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got him. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
Wesco's got it in the middle.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Tripped up for the tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the grab. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Daniels. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
Off the RPO, complete. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Seminoles will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and they punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through one quarter of play. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the ground, it's Davidson. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and short. Might as well stick with him. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the good passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard. And you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Denson. Left side, Wesco makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Takes a handoff. It's Davidson. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The give to the single back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves and they think, we're going to throw the ball to to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. He's got enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. That's caught by Wesco. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. There's a crease. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Fires downfield. Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pass is batted down, knocked away, incomplete, and this linebacker in pass coverage is up to the task. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab on the left. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Obviously didn't like what he saw in first down, and they use a timeout. And they'll still have caught, and he's got room. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun on third down. Looking down the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll give it to Johnson. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Kansas taking on the number 20 team, the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Jayhawks with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. It gets them to 4-1 on the season, and it's got to be looked at as a solid start.
The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Checking in with Clemson's coach at the half. They are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Hands it off. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really started. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get
finding some room. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Unloads it left. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. So the turnover sets up their first drive of this second half, and they'll have an opportunity to take the lead.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Back to throw, it's Daniels. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And
breaks into the open. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. After that last play, there is a Clemson Tiger slow to get up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. It's first down from the 37-yard line. This time he wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
this slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Might have a chance. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Denson. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted deep in his own end.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The give from the gun. Makes it past the marker. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. Knocked down for the tackle. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defense's speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close, run the football. It looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Right on the money. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the run, it's Davidson. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. This time he wants to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
This guy has done a lot of work carrying the football, traditionally running it, and now they're trying to sprinkle it to him in the screen game as well. That's a good idea. If they're going to win this game, you just need to force-feed him the football as many different ways as possible. I like mixing in the traditional running back screen there.
There's some room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Right back to the well. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They want that clock to run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Denson. They're working that left side. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to the run. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Going to the ground. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Davidson. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. Snowed under by the defense.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Under fire. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
I like aggressiveness, and I like going for the win. I have no problem with that. But, man, I got to call high percentage throws. I got to make sure I don't do that. Now I turn the football over. Now I got a chance to lose. I hope my defense comes in here and bails me out.
And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And how about the wide receiver coming through in a big moment? We haven't talked about it much. Kind of been a non-factor. Defense has done a great job.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now.
Makes a grab and room to run. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the tight end. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. The Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long. And the Noles are in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a...
Touchdown, Seminoles! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Here's the return from inside his 10. They stop the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. There is nothing greater than a